Hello, and welcome back to It's Your Move, where we talk about all things real estate, including where I work and live in Galveston, Texas. So, today we're going to talk about finding a reputable moving company. Most of the time when people move, they're going to have to find a mover or someone to pack their things. That's pretty much standard in most moves. Most people have enough stuff where they don't want to move it themselves or just aren't able to move themselves. So, finding a reputable place is important because this is your stuff, your personal belongings, and you want them to make it to where you're going because you probably need those things, right? Or you at least like those things. So, moving can be a stressful and overwhelming experience. There's no doubt about it. So, choosing the right moving company is crucial to ensuring a smooth and successful move. With so many moving companies out there, it can be difficult to determine which one is trustworthy and reputable. Now, we love our things and we want our things to be handled with care and protected. Here are some tips that will help you find that company that will do just that, hopefully. First things first, as with most things, you got to do your research. Look up several moving companies in your area and read the reviews online. People are always leaving reviews these days, right? Now, you know that if people are not happy with a company, they're going to leave a review accordingly. Some people even take the time to leave positive reviews, which is nice because it should work both ways. And we want to know about the good things as well as the bad things. So check out the websites like Yelp and Google, or their direct website to get a sense of their reputation. But don't just look at the moving company's website because they may only put the good things. So you want to look at other reviews like Yelp and Google. You can also check out with things with the Better Business Bureau as an added layer of research because things get reported to the Better Business Bureau. So that's another good resource. More importantly, ask for referrals from friends and family. As always, you trust those people, right? So if they've recently moved or if maybe you remember them talking about what a good or bad experience they had, see if anybody knows anybody, or maybe you know somebody who owns a moving company and you just forgot. So sometimes it's nice to just ask for a referral and say, hey, can you point me in the right direction? And they're like, oh yeah, I forgot that so-and-so had a great experience. So always ask people that you know and trust. Because you can trust them to be honest with feedback, and that'll help you make your decision. The next thing is to check the moving company's licensing and insurance. These things are very important. Make sure the moving company you choose is licensed and insured. This will protect you in case of any damages or accidents that may occur during the move. Now, you can check a moving company's licensing and insurance information on their website or by contacting them directly. So, did they accidentally drop something or lose something during the move? What if the moving truck is in an accident and this causes damage to your belongings inside the truck? Are you insured? So that's why this is important, because you never know what can happen during the course of a move. Sometimes, especially if it's a longer distance move, there's more opportunity for things to go wrong. So make sure that that's covered and find out what they cover. Getting multiple quotes is also important because how do you know what the going rate is, right? It's a good idea to get multiple quotes from several different companies before making your decision. This will help you to compare the prices and find the service that best fits your needs and your budget. But be wary of companies that offer prices that are significantly lower than others, because this could be a red flag that they're not reputable or they like to cut corners. We don't want people cutting corners. So remember, they are handling your things that you want and need, and you can get an idea of what the going rate is for the movers in your area just by getting several quotes. So it's not always, don't always go with the cheapest, or just because they're the most expensive doesn't mean they're the best either. You have to really do a little research and figure out what's going to work best for you. Because like I said, they're handling your personal stuff, right? So next, you're going to ask them questions. We know now that they have insurance and are licensed. Let's ask some questions and get a little more information. Don't be afraid to ask questions when talking to a potential moving company, because you need to ask about their experience. What services do they offer, and any extra fees or charges that might apply. Reputable moving companies should be transparent and willing to answer all the questions you may have. Do they charge by the mile and by the hour? How many movers do you get for that rate? Or do they pack, or do they just move your stuff? Do they provide the packing materials? What kind of things do they offer? That's what you need to find out. So you want to also avoid large deposits. As with anything, be cautious of moving companies that require large deposits up front. This could be a red flag of it being a scam, and they'll just take off with your money. Reputable moving companies typically do not require deposit or will require small deposit just to secure your booking so that they can keep their schedule straightened out, which is fine. But you shouldn't have to say, I'm getting the whole $1,500 moving fee up front. That's not normal. So check into that. Not only do you want to keep what's rightfully yours, which is your money, moving time is often particularly tight. So all your extra money that you need for the down payment, packing materials, etc., you might be needing that money. Instead of making a large deposit, you might want to use that for your down payment or deposit or whatever else you need, right? So prioritize where the money goes. So after you avoid those large deposits, let's read the contract. The contract, I don't want to say nobody reads the contract, but nobody wants to read the contract. Am I right? It's a lot of words. It's in small print half the time, and you're in a hurry. You got things to do. But before signing a contract with a moving company, read it carefully and make sure you understand all of the terms and conditions. Look for any hidden fees or added charges, and make sure you're comfortable with the timeline and the services outlined in the contract, because it should all be outlined in the contract. The contract is there to protect you, and as well as the moving company. So you want to make sure that it's protecting you as well as the moving company, okay? Make sure it works both ways. When you sign that contract, you agree to its terms, whether you read it or not. So take the 15 minutes that you need to read it and make sure you're okay with it before you sign it. Okay? So now we've got the contract signed. You found your place. Hopefully it goes well. As you can see, finding a reputable company takes a little bit of work, a little time, a little research, but it's worth it. Follow these tips, and that way you'll have a better feeling about your move. Everything should go smoother, and you can feel confident about your things arriving at your new home, safe and secure. So thanks again for watching this episode. I'll see you next time, and remember, it's your move.